Hi, it's Wayne Johnson with Anglers Habitat, along with Clint Smith. We're going to talk about fishing today. Today's May 6th, 2011. We're going to talk about how things are looking in southwestern Idaho. And we're going to talk about fishing up in Stanley. We're going to talk about fishing in the lakes and the different areas. So I think I'll let Clint take it away and talk about where's there fish, Clint?
Well, there's fish a lot of places, but whether or not we can catch them is this story. Duck Valley Indian Reservation actually is probably one of your better bets right now for a guarantee on catching fish. All three lakes are fishing decent. Mountain View by far is fishing the best. Sheep Creek is a long off second, and Billy Shaw has been pretty slow. The reservoirs are all clear full. Sheep Creek's kind of off color right now because of runoff. They've gotten quite a bit of runoff in the last few days, so it's a little bit off color. Mountain View's fishing between 2 and 2.5 fish per hour, which is pretty good, and they're catching some fish upwards of 18, 19 inches, so they're catching some nice fish. Be sure you take your sinking lines type 2 or type 3, and you're looking at woolly buggers, leeches, stainer ducktails, Sheep Creek specials, anything like that. And I think it's only going to improve for the next month or so as the weather heats up. Should continue to get good, and I think all three lakes will improve, and the fishing will get better, more spread out. So,
how about damsel nymphs?
Absolutely, anytime, especially with the weather heating up. The weather down there's been in the mid-50s during the day, still freezing at night. So it's definitely cool if you're going to go camping. Be sure you take enough blankets and whatnot because it's still pretty cool at night, but the weather's getting better every day. They're still getting some nasty storms down there, but getting fewer and far between.
I had a friend of mine that fished it last week, and even between the thunderstorms and the rain and the wind, he was able to catch about 8 to 10 fish a day. He was fishing Sheep Creek.
Mm-hmm.
So it was reasonably well. He didn't get a lot of fishing time in, but did pretty good. The good news is I guess the state of Idaho had pity on us folks waiting for lower water, and they extended the steelhead season up Stanley for 2 weeks. So it looks like you have until the 15th of May to go up there and catch some of those fish. There's over, did you say 2,700 fish?
Right at 2,700 fish.
Yeah, there's over 2,700 fish in the trap at the Sawtooth hatchery, so we're looking good there. There's plenty of fish throughout the water. I'd fish concentrate between Sunbeam and the hatchery itself. You can find stragglers below that, but that's where I would fish. If you need any particulars or anything, give us a call here at 454-8188, and we'll talk about exactly where maybe you'd have some good luck. I won't tell you every rock to stand on, but at least I'll give you a close proximity. And how about the Owyhee? What's that looking like?
The Owyhee's actually come down to a point where everybody's pretty excited because it is somewhat fishable. For the last 3 days, the water's been at about 1,700 CFS. We've had 2 or 3 different customers come in gearing up to go float the river. I think it's at a flow where if you're interested in floating it, it'd be a good time. And from the reports I'm getting, everybody's still catching fish. So the fish populations seem to be pretty good.
Yeah, so that's looking good. And I'll tell you something, too. I think we're going to have a fabulous July over there.
I think so. I think the end of June going into July is going to be awesome. Water temperature is going to get up. Every bug in the river is going to be able to hatch. Mm-hmm. I think we're going to see healthier fish than we've seen in a long time. I really think, and I also think we're going to have some opportunities we haven't had in a few years as far as, say, caddis hatches. I think the crane flies are going to be good this year. We may see more of a population of small stoneflies like the yellow sallies. I really think it's going to be an awesome summer on the river.
I know the last time this happened, we were seeing thousands, literally thousands of caddises, which made fishing just fun. Not only can you fish a caddis on top, but it really boded well for big stimulators and hoppers and things like that, because the fish were just keen on these big bugs. And I would use those as a strike indicator and a dropper below that and do really well. And I'm excited to see it. Short term, it doesn't look real well, and it's kind of discouraging because we like to fish it year round. But long term, it's healthy for the river. It's healthy for the watershed. So I'm kind of glad about that. And not only that, like I said in the previous film, or video that there's going to be crappie in the river. So if you want to bring your grandson or your son or anybody who's young and just wants to get out and try to catch a fish on a fly, this is the time to do it. The fish are going to be, the crappie will be held up in anywhere there's not a lot of current. They like the pools, they like the cutouts. I happen to know a couple good places from previous flood that just work really well. I like using like a Prince nymph or an anime nymph, and I let it drop and then I just strip it back slowly and they will take it. We were catching fish pretty much every cast.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I release them. They're not going to stay in there long. They'll be gone by August. But in the short term, that's a lot of fun. Anything else to report on, sir?
You know, I think we just need to try and look back in our fishing diaries or whatever we have and see other places that we can be trying and keep some things in mind. I haven't gotten very many reports from Little Camas Reservoir, so if anybody's been up there and would let us know, we'd like to hear how it's fishing, and anywhere else, even in the Northwest, that anybody's going fishing, we would like reports so that we can keep other people up to date and keep you guys out there fishing as much as possible.
Yeah, and you're very close. We're to the open season almost.
Yeah.
We just got a couple of weeks. Once the Salmon River closes to Steelhead, you just have a couple of weeks before everything else opens back up. I know that the South Fork of the Boise is going to fish just very well this year, and all the wood and all of them will do well. Fortunately, with this cool spring, the water has had a chance to come off a little slower than normal, so I don't think we're going to have a problem with flooding. So if you have any questions about fly fishing in our area or any area we might know a little bit about, give us a call, 208-454-8188. You can go on our live chat on our website, www.anglershabitat.com, and we will try to turn you on to the best fishing we have in our area. So until then, myself and Clint, we're going to bid you a farewell. Thank you for watching.